Canadian Administrative Offices of All Saints University School of Medicine Dominica, located here in Toronto, Canada. My name is Dr. Dinsel. I am the registrar of the university, and today I'd like to take you on a small tour of our office here and introduce you to my colleagues that we work together with. So come on in. Here we have the room of Dr. Joshua Yusuf, the president of the university. He has a very, very busy schedule, but the times that he is able to come into our office here, at least he has a place to rest and work in peace that way. Right here we have from the admissions department, our admissions officer, Miss Alessandra Morello. Yes, and being a great communicator, she is very helpful in the admissions department when communicating with our applicants and future students. So come, let's walk this way. Of course, now in the modern age, the digital age, all student files are, of course, preserved in electronic systems. However, we do also keep copies of hard files still. This is the records room. As you can see, it is monitored by a camera for security reasons, 24 hours a day. If any of our colleagues here require the hard copy of a file of a student, they are required to sign the document, the file in and out, time that they have put it back, so we always know where our hard copies of student files are, but that is always under lock and key, with the key being with me as registrar. All right, first in my department, of course, I have my assistant registrar here, Miss Atefe Kalati. Miss Atefe is very helpful with our examinations department. She guides our students. She holds a master's in education and curriculum, plus English. Long, lengthy title that way, and she is invaluable, of course, in the registrar's office. Okay. All right. Here we have our assistant registrar, Miss Adekeme Amusan, assistant registrar, and hi, Kemi. There she is, and she helps us mostly with admissions and marketing strategies as well. And here we have Miss Prita Shahakur. She is our associate registrar of records and systems, and she has a master's degree in science, and we would be lost without her input when it comes to these electronic records. She is very important that way, and as you can see, then we all work as a team. Come and let me show you my office now. Yes, this is my office, the registrar's office. Of course, as our department requires, we do keep all records of students. At the same time, we issue transcripts, diplomas, but being a medical doctor myself and having much experience as a practicing doctor in infectious diseases and lots of experience with medical students, we also here guide the students so that they will know what kind of exams are coming up, how they should plan their academic timeline. So it is teamwork, of course, here, and we all do work together. All right. Now, if we walk this way, here we have our main conference area. This is the area where, if all the departments that are here, our general meeting will meet. Our general meetings will be here, where each department will have the opportunity to discuss its matters with the other departments. It's information sharing, and we do meet here quite often. We'll go quickly by here. We do have a kitchen, of course. A kitchen for refreshment being here, yes. Okay. And speaking about meetings, this is where the general meetings are. And here we have our conference room. This room is used quite frequently by individual departments. If the clinical department would like to have its own meeting for its internal affairs, they can meet here in the privacy of this room, the conference room. Again, it is quite used a lot by our departments. Alright, so here we have our financial controller, Mr. John Michael Yeboah. Hello, John Michael.
Hi, Dr. Buzina.
He is the financial controller. So we are not very much aware of what you do generally in the day, but
Generally, what I do is that I relate with the third parties and organization and assist my team to also go through the basic accounting procedures to ensure that most of the information needed for third parties and for internal consumption are accurate. That is basically what I do.
okay. Alrighty. So I think we'll continue with the rest of our accounts department colleagues for now. Please do come in. This is Miss Marianne Couillot. She is our accounts officer. And she deals daily with the procedures of invoices, and she is our first place of contact with the accounts department. So the students very frequently will communicate with her first, right? Alrighty.
Thank you, Dr.
You're very welcome. Okay, and here we have our chartered accountant and his room, Mr. Harry Lamichani. Okay. All right. Another department that operates from the Canadian Administrative Office is the clinical department. So here we have Miss Dipti Sharma. She is our Associate Registrar of Clinical Affairs. By trade, she is a pharmacist. And she is responsible for communicating with clinical students, booking their rotations, in the United States and in the Caribbean and other countries as well. Again, in the clinical department, we have our Associate Clinical Dean, Dr. Solomon. Dr. Solomon is an anesthesiologist. That is his profession. And that's why, again, he can relate quite easily with our students that are in clinicals. And he works alongside the Dean of Clinical Affairs to aid our students in their clinical programs. Okay. And our Dean of Clinical Affairs, he is also, his offices are here, Dr. Wissam Al-Hafid, and he is a neurosurgeon, again, having a very important background in medicine, does help him to relate to students and their clinical programs.
As before? Yeah. Okay.
Some parts were like better in the first one. Those are the departments, but I'd like you to show you that we also try to engage with the community and the different students or applicants here that do come. Sometimes we have seminars. I'd like to show you our seminar room. This is, of course, again for marketing. This is our seminar room where we do have students periodically. We will have a organized meeting, and in this meeting, potential students with their families will come, and we will give them information about our program. That way. In the past, we've had lots of interest, especially from Canadian and American students that can make it up here as well. Yes. And this here is an area where a lot of time it's for resting for our staff, but also it's used quite frequently after seminars, where families can interact, take refreshment after the seminar, and then meet us all as well. All right, so that pretty much about covers it. Thank you, and good day.